Hi everyone, I'm Brian from Orchids by Brian, and today I'm at the Orchid Station in Barboursville, Virginia, and they are a Phalaenopsis wholesaler, but on Saturdays they let the public come in and shop some of their beautiful Phalaenopsis and other orchids that they also have available here. So let's take a tour of all the beautiful plants they have at the Orchid Station. So this is the inside of the Orchid Station, and as you can see, there are phals forever. I'm gonna walk through and show some of the different types that they have. Some of these are unnamed, but hopefully you get to enjoy this video. They have the big whites. Gosh, look at them all. So the Orchid Station's been around since 1989 here in Virginia. Like I said, they do mostly wholesale, but once a week on Saturday from 9 to 4, they open to the public for people to shop some of their beautiful plants. And boy, do they have beautiful plants. I am so impressed and so excited that I was able to visit. And for the folks here that love these Phalaenopsis, you will definitely enjoy this video. It's so pretty. Look at this. Unfortunately, Cass isn't here with me today, but she would love this place. This would be right up her alley. These have some caloric phals. We'll come over here and show some more. Some of these are going to new homes. This is one of my favorites that I think they saw here. And now for my viewers. If you plantscape or look to add beautiful Phalaenopsis, this is what mostly the Orchid Station does. They sell for beautiful displays you might see in hotels and around the DMV. But again, they're open from 9 to 4 on Saturdays for folks to visit and do some shopping. And they have great prices. If you look at this plant, $35. And this is a huge plant. Really, really beautiful. And again, if you're interested in purchasing from the Orchid Station, you can give them a call or come visit them on Saturdays. Look at this. Just beautiful. Now, not only do they have some gorgeous, or I should say some, they have a ton of gorgeous minis, mediums, and as you can see here, large Phalaenopsis. They also have some Cattleyas, Oncidiums, Coelogyne, other orchids for the collectors out there, Paphs. So, if that interests you too, it's worth a stop in, and I'll show you what they have in bloom over there. But like I said, the Orchid Station, fantastic place. Right near Charlottesville, Virginia, if you're in the area. There's a bunch of orchid nurseries in and around Northern Virginia, so this needs to be one that you add to your trip. I mean, gosh, look at this. Every color of the rainbow. And these plants will bloom sometimes for up to 3 months, sometimes longer. So if you're looking for an orchid or a plant that's actually very easy to grow. A lot of folks say that phals benefit from 10 to 15 degree cool down to stimulate blooming. And I found for me, I didn't really need to pay attention to the cool down. Cassidy and I, both of our phals are blooming for us, and it really wasn't something that we paid much attention to. I think it probably happens naturally in the home, depending on where you live, of course. But I know Cassidy's large standard Phalaenopsis are just about to bloom for her for the second time, which is super exciting. So validating when you can grow what a lot of folks consider to be a challenging plant to grow, an orchid, and rebloom it. And actually it just takes, a little extra attention. I mean, for blooms like this is worth it, right? Some of these plants are on their way to new homes. Excuse me. But they still have a ton of orchids. Look at this. That is absolutely stunning. And look at the size of this plant. This is not a small orchid at all. So you're getting really great quality plants. Now again, like I mentioned, they have minis too. I'm picking up a compact phal. That's actually fragrant. It smells sort of like lemon, almost like a men's cologne fragrance, which is really cool. And this is actually the same type that I bought from my collection. And it's got that beautiful fragrance. But look at these plants, gosh. So many different types. Just perfect. And they have a ton that are about to bloom. And now let's go over here to see some of their other phals, and then I'll end with some of the other orchids that they have. And you have the large whites, which are just phenomenal if you have the space. I unfortunately have just a small apartment, so I don't have the space, unfortunately, but one day I would love to add a huge phal somewhere, like as a table centerpiece or something on those lines, but here they have more just beautiful big orchids. These are for sale, and like I said, they range in size, so not every plant they have here is humongous. They have some minis and more compact Phalaenopsis as well. This one is unique over here. This is one that I did flag to show you folks. Look at this. So pretty. You know, you can look at these phals, and although they may look like the same kind you see in a supermarket, not in specialty nurseries like this, where, you know, their specialty is quality Phalaenopsis, and a lot of them, as you can see. Just thousands and thousands of phals. But anyway, phals, easy to grow. You can grow them in a window with moderate light. No humidity tray necessary, but all orchids love humidity because they are from the jungle. So if you have one, it's great. If you don't, that's okay too. I feel like it's good to grow in that way because it prepares you for other orchids, because you will inevitably find some of these amazing orchids, like the hobby orchids that we'll show towards the end of this video, like the Cattleyas and Maxillarias, Bulbophyllums, Pleurophthalus, Oncidiums, Coelogyne, that you're like, oh, I like that flower, or I love this flower. And, you know, if you're used to growing orchids in the humidity trays and whatnot, then it'll make things a little easier. Just beautiful. And then of course they have more over here. Beautiful phals. So yes. Alright, now I'm going to show you some of their hobby orchids. First, look at this guy. I almost walked by it. Good lord. So gorgeous. I'm going to show you some of the Cattleyas, Coelogynes that they have available here as well. And then we'll conclude the tour. Alright, so with that, let's go over to see some of their other exotic orchids. Now over here, we have some of their Cattleyas. Look at this guy, beautiful. And these are really nice quality plants too. And look at this. The Oncidium Twinkle. I feel like I always see these guys in bloom. And like I said, they also have this guy, who's stunning. There we go. Mendoza hybrid. And then this guy, which I think this is one of my favorite Cattleyas they have here. Reminds me of my rusted spot. This is Copper Queen, which is very similar, but really nice plant. And of course they have some Maxillaria tenuifolium, the coconut orchid, in bloom. And those are a couple of their other orchids they have. Check out this Oncidium. So many blooms. I love this Zygopetalum. And look at this guy. Oh my gosh. Really unique Coelogyne. All right, that's going to conclude my tour of the Orchid Station here in Barboursville, Virginia. Check out the website that I'll link in the description below. But thanks to the folks at the Orchid Station for letting me stop in, and I left with a great Mother's Day gift for my mom. So again, thanks for watching. I'm Brian from Orchids by Brian, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.